You don't start where you have opened up yourself to know. You start from where you are. You start from what you've learned. But in your second year, I would like you to draw the actual plan. Like I said, in your first year, just do you. I know that this is not what they will teach you. They'll teach you to start with a business plan. I know. But I'm saying you cannot even do a plan for something that you don't even know the left from the right. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. We're going global right here. I'm your host with the most, and this is Johnny Willapa. Hello, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm the extraordinary, excellent, great, and mighty Gengamba Wandanyefe, aka Lafa in the building. Hey, welcome to today's session. What are we going to be talking about today? Today we're in phase 5, I think. It's phase 4, video 5. Yes, phase 4, video 5. And I trust that you've watched video 1, 2, 3, and 4 to get the context of where we are at, because we're taking you on a journey. So if you don't start from the beginning of the journey, you'll be eating meat when you have not drank milk and your bones will be weak. So let's get into this. Yes, we're going to be talking about seeing beyond your imaginations. I know that the topic kind of sounds like we've spoken about this before, but no, we have not spoken about this before. We're going to be talking about what happens after your first year. Remember that we said in your first year, you are an intern. You make sure that you don't offer services that you are ignorant of, services that you're getting into for the first time independently. You find somebody who is already successful in that domain and you cling to the person's brand. You understand how the business works based on the person's experiences, the person's processes, the person's systems. You get the person's systems and then you apply your uniqueness to it before you start your own. Get it? I said whether you have the billions or the zillions or you don't even have the kobo, you start from being an intern, because ignorance is going to make you the biggest fool in business and you're going to fail in your first year. Why? Not because you did not have the potential, but because you were too prideful to submit yourself to somebody. Yeah, on your chest and say, I'll not be prideful in Jesus' name. Do it with me. Yes, you will not be prideful in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's get there. So when you've finished your first year and you've submitted, you've understood the systems, you've understood how things work. Now I'm suggesting, this suggestion is based off of partial experience, but partial mistakes. Why would I say partial experience, partial mistakes? Because this suggestion I'm giving now is not something I did. It's something I only realized after many mistakes. So I'm coming back to tell you that like the fool I was at the time, that I got sense later. So I want you to have sense now, not later like me. Yes. So this is where you dream bigger than where you see yourself. What do I mean by that? I'm not talking in the sense of money, because you could have the money, but not the dream. You could actually even have the know-how. You've gotten everything, but not the actual dream, like where you're actually getting to. And the fact that you've learned under somebody's, brand will give you an opening as to the systems, how it works, the various ways the person operates. For example, I'm in logistics. I started under another brand that was primarily sending from Cameroon to the US. I learned a lot about sending from Cameroon to the US only before I came out on my own. Now, when I came out on my own, I was too scared to open up myself. So I clung to Cameroon to the US, but I also created a partnership with a multinational that gave me access to the whole world. Because of this, when the day of adversity, because the day of adversity will come to your business, whether you are who or you are who, the day of adversity will come. Because of this, when the day of adversity finally came, I was limited. I did not have what to do next. I did not have where to go because I no longer had the sources that I used to have, but I was too scared to open up myself. I did not believe in myself enough to open up myself to other possibilities early enough. So right now I'm doing like 7 different routes, but we got there from mistakes. We got there from falling, and I would not like you to get there like that. So you open up yourself. Yeah. You don't start where you have opened up yourself to know. You start from where you are. You start from what you've learned. But in your second year, I would like you to draw the actual plan. Like I said, in your first year, just do you. I know that this is not what they will teach you. They'll teach you to start with a business plan. I know. But I'm saying you cannot even do a plan for something that you don't even know the left from the right. So for you who is just entering the business, get to know the business. It will remove you from that dream mindset that you have, whereas you don't have any knowledge. When you get that experience, that internship, now you come up with a business plan. If you don't know how to do a business plan, I will recommend that you go to YouTube and type Tony Olumelu Foundation, Tonio Olumelu Foundation. They are the best teachers. Check their YouTube out. This is fact. I don't know about other people, but the best teachers I have seen on YouTube that will teach you everything about starting a business in Africa, drawing up a business plan, understanding the market, doing market research, being a green business because we are going towards the green era, doing all of those things and doing it in a very, 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 very global scale is the Tony Olumelu Foundation. They are great teachers. I was not paid to say this. In fact, what I'm trying to say is that I have seen and I'm coming to tell because my job here is to make sure that your business grows so that you bring the money back for us to send your packages. You get it? So yes, go there, learn all you have to learn, sit down, draw that business plan. Now, when I say think beyond your imagination, this is where we get to. You have to draw that business plan not based off of you. Because why am I saying this? You are a combination of your experiences, your family, in fact, the schools you went to, the friends you have, you are a combination of your background and everything that came with your background, your foundation in total. And your thinking will solely rely on that. Your thinking will be solely based off of where you came from, the experiences you had, the people you were exposed to and all whatnot. But maybe you are called for something different or something bigger than that. You get it? So instead of making mistakes and getting to that much later, I will advise that you have some time of meditation. Understand your talents, understand the things you've been easily able to do, and then bring them together with that dream and begin to unfold the small parts of those talents and those things that fall into your dream. And then find somebody else who has that same talent with you, who is already succeeding, maybe not even in your country, maybe somebody on the global scale who is succeeding big in that same line of that talent. You might have 7 different talents. You find 7 different people. And in those 7 different people, you'll find your uniqueness. You'll find something that you can do that A and B and C and D are not doing, or they cannot even do it because they are not you. You get it? So you find them, you bring them together, and you come up with a business plan that only you can come up with because you are you and I am not you. I could be in logistics with a very I've practical experience. I've met somebody in this logistics field who failed because the person did not make a lot of good choices, but that person is the most talented marketer I have seen. That person could sell you logistics here without the person, he may not have, I don't know how to explain it. I used to look at him and I'm like, does this person know who he is? I look at my talents and I say, I know rich. Like, you look at somebody and you see the grace that the person carries. And I've worked with a lot of logisticians. I've worked with logistics personnel across different areas, and I can still say after 5 years that this person, nobody wish. I'm serious. But he just made the wrong choices. You get it? So where I'm getting to is that there's something about you beyond your imagination. Maybe he's not even seeing himself the way I'm seeing him because he's thinking based off of him. But if he looks at his talents and he looks at somebody on the global scale, he'll begin to see the things that I see. You get it? So this video, I'm not going to talk much. I'm just here to tell you what to do after your first year. Study, come up with your business plan, look at the lives of those on the global scale. Because if you start planning from the global scale, it will help you to think bigger. If you now say you want to draw your business plan based on, okay, I have 5 million, let me draw this business plan based on this 5 million, or I have 300,000, let me limit this business plan to this 300,000. It will take you a longer time to scale up. But yes, let's say you look at the reality. I've studied for 1 year or I've interned for 1 year. I had an internship salary of this. I saved this. Maybe I ended up 500,000 at the end of the year. Now I want to draw my business plan based off of that 500,000. You come back and then you say, I would draw an immediate 1 year plan based off of this. But I would draw this business plan based off of 10 years. And in those 10 years, I will look at somebody who is on the global scale to bring what they have and draw this business plan so that I look further, so that I have a guide. I know where I'm going to. I have direction. And I believe in myself enough to know that if this person can do it, I too can do it no matter where I'm from, one day at a time. So that's it. That's what I came to say today. In the last video, I had promised you people that I'll be bringing 1 tip a day when I come from the next video. So this is my 1 tip a day. My 1 tip a day is specific. I'm not giving you general custom this one there. I'll start with that in the future. But since we are here for beginners, I'm going to give something to a beginner. That's this beginner. You have to come and buy me wine later in the future, eh? Yes, no, not alcoholic wine, but yeah, wine. That's. So I'm giving this tip to a beginner. You love cooking, or you are passionate about the fact that you're in a country that is rich in agriculture. Cameroon, like we say, the continent, Africa in miniature, we are rich in agriculture, and you want to really get our food out there, but you just don't know how to do. You don't know what next to do. You don't know what next steps to do. Okay, what next steps to take. So I'll suggest that you leverage on what is already working. Nigeria already has a working system in fact, the best people out, let me not say this, but Nigeria already has a working system of business people who think like a family. They understand the attitude of coming together for one goal. They are money minded, and they understand that to get that money, we have to work together. So leverage what is already working there. In the abroad, let me give an example. États-Unis. Most of our African food stores, Cameroonian-owned African food stores, or Cameroonian-owned African brands that sell food, African regalia and all whatnot, they are very limited to their immediate environment, to their immediate circle, the people that know them, the friends of friends, the meetings that they go to, and all whatnot. Why? Because they do not have the power of family that Nigeria has. For example, I'm in logistics, I'll tell you this better. Everybody will come on their own and send on their own. When it reaches there and you calculate the cost that person spends to get that product to themselves, it is really high, and they don't get to meet the quota to compete with other brands from other countries. Now, this is what a Nigerian would do. A Nigerian will come up with a team of, let's say, 10 of them doing the same thing. They are competitors. They are aware that they are competitors, and they are still coming together. They come together, they put that product together, and they send it as one. When it reaches there, they divide it. What they are spending is divided by 5 what you have spent. So what they are giving the final consumer is less than what you spent. So at the end of the day, they get to be on the shelves of all the African stores, and you don't get to be. Your food is not out there. Your food is not known, and your food has great quality, but it's not known because the spirit of family is not there. So I will advise you, and the Nigerians are very open to partnerships. I will advise you, go on social media. Life has been made very easy by artificial intelligence. Go on social media. Find Nigerian brands that are already sending in bulk, not just for logistics purposes, but also for consuming purposes. And then find that Cameroonian food that is here, those Cameroonian food items that they do not have in a great quality, or they are in need of, or they really like, but they do not have the best standards of. And try to propose to many of them, propose to as many as you can, get the no's, but I am sure that you get a yes, because these people are very money minded, and when they see something good, they put their head in it. They do. Find somebody, propose to even send a sample. Get them to see the sample, taste it, and then make sure that your packaging is excellent. Make sure that your quality is excellent. You get it. Get it to them the first time. When they see it and they understand, explain to them that this is how you're going to do. Try your best to get logistics services that are really pre-bar, so that you can get there and make some profits. Yeah. So when it gets there, they are going to now market this thing for you. You start on your own, but somebody already has a market, is marketing it for you because you use the right strategy. They understand what it means for businesses to come together for one common goal. So find somebody out there. I don't know who I'm giving this idea to, but good luck to your business. And if I gave this idea, it's because I love you, and you already know that I love you. So I'm asking, I'm begging, I'm pleading. Oh my God. I beg, like, share, and subscribe. Follow my journey, because it's our journey. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye-bye.